morning, good afternoon, good evening. How is it going? Let me say my hellos to you all. Hi there, Storm Flammable Rainbows. Hi there, Dwarf. Hi there, Twy. Hi there, Leonix. What is that? I like a bench? What is that? Also, thank you for the 25 stream streak. Thank you, Storm. The bun piece as well. Hello, Barn. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Siren Cooper. It's a spoiler. My streamer can't be this bus-pilled. Okay, for real, gonna lurk now, cause work, have fun. Thank you! Yeah, so we'll be streaming up until 2 p.m. With Limbus. So hopefully we finish before 2, so I can get packed a little earlier. But, my hotel thing, I have to clock in at like 3 o'clock. So I was thinking to leave around 2:30. But, you know, I woke up at like 10 a.m. So I'm like, yeah, let's do some Limbus. He's packing. He hates us. Lock in to clock in. Yeah, let me give Dwarf a call. You have to clock in by 2. I have to clock in by 3. Hello? Don't think you're audible. Let me change that. Okay, can you say something?
Sure. I got no Fugi, but that's fine.
Yeah, hold on. I can fix that. That sounds odd.
We'll
Usually check-in is anytime after afternoon time, though. The thing it told me was 3 p.m. Let me double check.
Nah, fuck you mean nah. Oh, I see.
If you're not out by 3, they shoot you. Yeah, let me check. No, clock in, not out. Yeah. Yeah, I have to clock in around 3. Let me just check in. Your upcoming stay. Check in 3 p.m. Check out 11 a.m. is what it says. If you don't clock in by 3, they hunt you down. I think I can't clock in before 3 p.m. I think that's the thing. Also, check this out, nerd. I'm sure it's not you can clock in anytime. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is anytime after 3. Why did they draw Erica in a swimsuit holding 6'7"? Well, they don't even know why. Because 6'7"? So let me get Barn.
Okay. We're done here.
Let me ban Barn. Get Barn out of here. I thought you said I have to clock in by 3. Yeah, I meant... Wait, what's wrong about that statement?
I'm not letting you pivot out of that. Like that, you're not subtle. Are you fucking kidding me?
Huh? Don't even, you hypocrite. Huh?
That was you muttering, let me get Dwarf's Fugi, when you said Bard, and you tried to pivot. Don't fucking... Dude, come on.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're not fucking slick. Are you kidding me?
Do you have to clock in before 3 or after 3? After 3! Why am I kidding? Wait. Huh? What's wrong with that? The thing says...
I'm getting more water.
So it's not by 3. What's wrong with saying by 3? Like how Twy is so distressed by this. I don't understand what's wrong with saying by 3. By 3 means before 3, no? Am I crazy? Is it? Also, hi there, JB. Thank you for the 7 stream streak. I'm not watching for spoilers, but I am checking in and looking for support. So please don't have a heart attack, Dwarf. Alright. Can you guys hear the game? I mean, by 3 doesn't imply that's the limit of when you can clock in. Oh, okay. I just meant clock in at 3, I guess? But yeah, I want to get there around 3 so I can clock in around then. But yeah, can you guys hear the game? You can't hear the company? Okay, hold on. Here's my LC source. Yeah, why ain't it detecting? Okay. I just needed to refresh it, I guess. Making me think I'm crazy. You got so upset by that. Yeah, can you hear it now? Yee? Okay, cool. Do I need to...
I'm back.
Welcome back. Do I need to turn up anything, up or down? Do I need to turn up Dwarf, me, or the game?
Look at Pablo.
Yeah, he's wiggling. He's wiggling. He's doing a dance. It didn't make sense to me that the hotel would require you to be there before 3. Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, also, before you get angry, I was doing my MD, okay? I did my MD.
What?
I did my MD.
Oh.
Okay?
I mean, okay. I mean, whatever.
I did my MD, so that's why I'm so low, okay?
Oh, I see what you mean. Jesus.
Okay? It was because I did my MD. And that's why I got some stuff here from my MD. I exchanged for some tickets.
You know you're not streaming the game for me, right?
Oh, right. Whoops. Sorry about that. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, hi there, Skycon! Welcome. We're having a funeral? Gonna lurk, have fun. Thank you. A funeral was held for Martin and the LCE researchers today. I thought I'd seen more than my fair share of deaths throughout my journey with the sinners. But never before had I witnessed this many people gather in one place to mourn the deceased together. The unfamiliarity made me feel a bit out of place. Hey! Hi, Thunder Dude. Welcome. Am I doing this right? What is this? This is your hotel booking. Yep. It says check-ins at 3. Yep. Which means you can't check in before 3. That makes sense to me. Then you have to be there after 3. No, I have to be there by 3. You got so offended by that. Now my headcanon is that Elio has been late to many events because he interpreted by this time as after this time. Oi.
I mean, famously not on time, Elio Happy.
Damn. Maybe this will fix me.
There we go.
What was that?
Sorry, I was trying to do some finagling with the chat, and I realized it's not going to be very good.
Oh, okay. This was a real 0.02 cents does not equal $0.02 moment. Huh? Most of the sinners seem to be feeling that similar sense of being out of their element as well. Some of them were asking Meersalt, apparently the most knowledgeable of them all when it came to funeral process and etiquette, all manner of questions for pointers.
You mean by that game?
Yeah, what? Okay. And you could also just have talked about the previous funeral that we've been to.
Well, JB isn't here, so I don't have to be French. I can be regular, Mersalt.
Alright.
Expressing respect is the primary purpose. Hand placement and gesture are unimportant if that objective can be accomplished.
Hey, where do I put this?
Beneath the third pillar to the right.
I think you were
Can't
Otis,
any of
right?
you quit chattering for 1 second? Have you all forgotten the instruction to carry yourselves with solemn propriety that befits the occasion?
Cut me some slack. I haven't been to funerals all that much. I'm already so scared. Huh? I mean, I did tell you to read the manual. I even underlined all the important parts for you.
Who the fuck writes a funeral manual?
Yeah, I think Ishmael has, like, I would say she's on the spectrum. She just writes manuals for everything, because that's like her hyperfixation, is writing manuals. Sorry, Ishi. The wall of text was just too much for me. My focus started fizzling out from page 30 onwards. How many fucking pages did you write, Ishmael?
Hadn't every sinner here attended a funeral before? Back when we set foot in that grim manor in T-Core?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ah, thou speakest of the funeral held in young Heathcliff's manor, dost thou not? The one bereft of the dead. Bereft of the dead? I mean, someone had to have died, because there wouldn't have been a property dispute big enough to involve the Ophi. Is it Ophi? Oofy?
Yeah, Ophi.
Ophi?
I think Ophi's fine.
Ophi
We're American,
Association.
who cares?
Yeah, we don't know anything. Ophi Association's notarization, otherwise. I've said this time and again, but it was just an intentional anonymity to prevent family strife. Intentional anonymity. Ugh, oh my god. Intentional anonymity. Oh my god, I can't say that word. Intentional anonymity, is it? I'm just skipping ahead. If the situation was indeed as thou sayest, then there was no helping it, forsooth. Yet, 'tis a pity that the dead wasn't named at their own funeral. Ophi is just oomphy for the Limbus fine. Says things incorrectly on purpose, can't say things correctly on purpose, you've played yourself. Oi!
The night of the deceased was...
It was Catherine's funeral. She was very dear to Heathcliff.
I have thoroughly reviewed the past 5 years' worth of local newspapers pertaining to the matter, yet no such name relevant to the case has identified, Manager.
We have never met a person named Catherine, ever.
It's fine, Clockhead. At least you remember. It's good enough, innit?
It had to be the Golden Bow's influence. Somewhere along the way, everyone's memories of the events at Wuthering Heights had become warped. Distorted, even. The sinners seemed to think that the Golden Bow had always been there in that manner, and that Nellie was coaxed into stealing it by Herman. Linton, in their minds, was now a grieving brother who had been conducting research for his dead sister's sake. Nobody questioned it. Not Don Quixote, not Faust. Every single sinner believed the twisted version of the memory, as it was a proven fact. Heathcliff and I gave up trying to correct them. Instead, we'd just check in on each other's memories every now and then. Memory check. Because if there's something that he and I realized, it was that anything tied to Catherine had already been painted over. Every detail gilded and glossed over with the glow of the bow. And the point is, how should I put this? The circumstances of that funeral didn't exactly leave us much room to properly express our condolences back then. Between Heathcliff running on a rampage and that Heinley guy bent on interfering with the execution of the will, ugh, it's just like Umineko, man. I assumed that sort of impediment was pretty common stuff for funerals, but apparently not, huh? No, well, I think it's actually rare to see a place that follows proper funeral procedures. I've traveled around quite a bit myself, but I can't confidently say that I've ever been to a legitimate funeral. Yeah, you just go to the funerals where they throw you into the sea and get gobbled up by fishies. The one at Wuthering Heights was one of the more proper funerals, if only for pretending to have a process. They at least prepared a coffin and even had a formal reading of the will. It seems funerals are far from being an everyday custom in the city, really. I guess it makes sense. Too many people die here. Shit.
Funerals are considered a rather extravagant practice here as well.
Hohenheim's appearing in this too. He's getting so much, like, exposure.
Corporations are not eager to grant time offs just because an irrelevant someone has died, and the price of real estate seldom makes it viable to buy land and erect memorial houses on it.
Not enough people die here. We gotta kill more. Then, what other options do people usually have? I used to just leave them where they died. And after one night's sleep, the bodies were gone, just like that. That's what the sweepers are for.
Better than paying loads of money to bury them somewhere just to have that stir up a load of daft rumors, eh?
Rumors? We live in a society, we truly do. Do you love the city you live in?
You know, rumors about there being valuables buried with the bodies, or an arm being some fancy prosthesis. All that rot. Better to let the dead go in peace than to bury them in a grave just for some sods to later desecrate it. In Hongyuan, people tend to set up graves if they have enough room to spare. Of course, there wasn't a guarantee they wouldn't lose the burial room by the next restructuring day.
Hohenheim scoffed and hung his head.
Thanks, Honglu. Otios foolishness, all of it.
What is Otios?
Yeah, I don't know, I'm just guessing. There's gonna be some guessing this intervallo. Some motherfuckers are saying some shit I've never heard before.
They really got the dictionary out for this one.
And JB's not here, so he wouldn't know. I fucking... There was a time during JB's stream where he was, like, complaining about the way, like, the etymology of a word or the usage. I'm like, that is the rhetoric of an English major. He's like, yeah, so?
The world is a small village. True.
Comforting the soul of the departed. Another mendacity. All those funds so carelessly squandered, all for the purpose of furnishing the living with a fragile excuse to cling on.
Are those words from his heart, or just something said to convince himself? Whichever was the truth, I couldn't see the look on his face with his head tucked so low. The funeral didn't last long. It was just a brief moment of silence, followed by a few quick goodbyes that were shorter still. The ceremony came to a close once Alyssa, who was still in recovery, came to pay her final respects. The flames devoured the coffins of Martin and the other researchers, announcing the end of their existence with the crackle of firewood. I find it extremely funny that the girl whose mechanic is blowing up and suicide bombing is the one that lived through that.
She tanked it. She had the ego.
Yeah. Oh, hi there, Phoenix. Hello, hello. God, I don't even remember what voice I used for Alyssa.
Yeah, she's brief. Don't worry about it.
So, I suppose you'll be leaving now? Oh. We're staying until Gregor's stable enough to travel.
Tante says we'll remain here until Gregor's condition settles.
Gregor's still going through it. Taking Alyssa's jacket, to be honest. I am unbiased. What reason would you have to like the Firebird-based one? Well, I guess it's more like a moth for her, but... Gregor came to his senses again a few days after his unforeseen metamorphosis in the battle against the Thumb Nurse Father. He was given a checkup, and Hohenheim said there's no cause for concern. Moths are cool too, in my opinion. Physically, that is. The psychological assessment turned up disastrous, to say the least. Gregor was declared unfit for combat deployment for the time being. So, you won't be leaving just yet. Good to know. Then I assume you'll be okay with us borrowing Sinclair for a while? Me? Yes, you. The LCE wants to look into the sign you manifested, Sinclair. The higher-ups didn't waste a second greenlighting the project. Which means what I'm telling you is more a notice of investigation than a request for permission. What investigation? What are you...
It's just a rather rudimentary instance of human experimentation. Calm yourself.
Human experimentation? Did you really have to put it like that, boss? Not to worry, Sinclair. A swipe or two on your skin and maybe some talk therapy. That's all there is to it. Of course, if we had your consent, the avenues of research could be vastly... No, I'm not giving you my consent.
For your reference, the other departments have also submitted some quite enthusiastic requests for research and observational purposes.
Oh, you have no idea. We had to get Boss to fend off the LCA's Mirror World Observatorium department and their hissy fits. They wanted to be the first ones to get their hands on you and spearhead the research, you see. And had we allowed them, they'd have kept you for a good few months before letting you go, so the least you could do to thank us is to be a good boy and cooperate. Just in time. Our researchers are here. Alyssa waved at the...
Why'd they have to say good boy?
He's an OP. Alyssa waved at the researchers who were filling out the funeral hall after paying their respects. It wasn't long before Sinclair found himself surrounded on all sides. You will get experimented on. Wait, I'm perfectly capable of walking there on my own, so just don't run any painful tests on me. Of course. Stay strong, Sinclair. All I could do was offer an unspoken encouragement to Sinclair, who sounded ready to collapse into full-blown panic any minute.
What about you? You not going with them?
It's back to the long-term recovery ward for me. I always thought scientific research was the one thing that flamed my passion, but with the recent events having introduced me to the merits of paid sick leave, I realized that time off beats research books in my book, marginally. I mean, yeah, paid time off is always better than whatever the fuck you're doing on the job.
Enjoy it while it lasts. I highly suspect that every request for PTO submitted by our department will be rejected for the rest of the year.
Oh no. Yay, PTO! Yeah, I was gonna be like, they even have PTO? Well, it's true your average corporation doesn't give more than a week off a year. As soon as Alyssa trudged off with her dragging steps, the researchers seized Sinclair and carried really, him away. Alright, we should get going too. Oh, do you all have somewhere else to be? The PTO is paid time on.
Well, I thought I'd go visit Gregor. I'm worried about him. Got something I said I'd help with. Gotta be there for it.
I'm going with Sinclair to get some rest. Also to keep an eye on the researchers and stop them if they try anything fishy with the experiments. Let me know later if you need anything, Dante. The sinners fanned out in different directions. They seemed to have their own errands to run during our stay at the LCE. Everyone's busy with their own thing.
Oh yeah, you.
The girl that got sidelined by her own Kanto. The only ones keeping me company now were Ryoshu, who had been filling the air around thick with cigarette smoke, and Don Quixote, who is sniffling and asking around at every corner for Vespa in a valiant quest for the new color fixer's whereabouts. Foster's still here too, staring blankly into the air. Is she accessing the Gesellschaft? Or they insult her?
You seem to have some time to spare, manager.
As I stood there, wondering what I should do next to pass the time, Hohenheim, who had apparently finished tackling and signing the stack of papers, walked over to me.
This makes things rather convenient. There is something I had intended to discuss with you and Sinner Ryoshu, a matter that requires your assistance.
What kind of assistance? WKOA, says CH. Wait a minute. Did Ryoshu just step in as my interpreter? It's not that I don't appreciate her gesture, especially since she'd usually snap at me and tell me to find someone else to interpret whenever the issue came up, but we kinda need an interpreter for her interpretation. But I can't help but doubt whether her choice method of interpretation actually accomplishes anything.
There is, I must admit, a certain novelty in witnessing the reconstitution of that which requires interpretation into yet another linguistic form of which requires interpretation into yet another linguistic form equally demanding of it.
Come on, Hohenheim, stop being so wordy.
It wouldn't seem we are in need of more manpower.
Interpret this, pants crab. Scratching his head, Hohenheim looked around for a moment before coming to a sudden pause as though an idea had crossed his mind. At the end of his gaze was a certain someone who was busy badgering LCCA employees with her relentless questioning. Who else, pray, might know where he is if thou knowest not? Now listen closely! The one I seek is a bearer of hair fashioned in the likeness of a bull. Bullhead.
You there. Why don't you join us too?
Dost thou speak of me? The LCCA personnel, who were cornered by Don Quixote and her rather forceful interrogation regarding Vespa's whereabouts, took the opportunity and fled the scene without so much as a backward glance the moment their captor turned her head to answer Hohenheim.
Indeed, there is a task that requires your assistance.
But I have yet more words to trade with the most noble yellow harpoon!
You seek to emulate the virtue of chivalry. Does that entail turning down the earnest plea of those in need? For the sake of clarity and distinction, it would be prudent to assign you a different identifier from that of my assistant. You are to be number 2. That is, assistant number 2.
I have not yet concluded mine exchange with the yellow harpoon, but no true knight would abandon those who call for aid. Pray, speak thy quest. How may I be of service to thee?
Delegating the interpretation of the manager's speech to Sinner number 4 has proven to be counterproductive. As such, your task will be to report to me what the manager says.
Oh ho, that is indeed a simple task! However, this WKOA eludeth mine understanding as well. Prithee, allow me but a little time to uncover its mystery.
Relay the manager's words, not Sinner Ryoshu's. They are asking you what kind of assistance you need. The request for interpretation was not directed to you, but I cannot deny that your meddling in the present circumstance is a welcome one. It was simply that the irrationality and inefficiency of your suboptimal staffing choice and workflow have become sufficiently unbearable.
Damn.
Faust hopes that this was not some guileful scheme devised to elicit Faust's cooperation. In any case, Manager, this request of mine concerns an investigation into the back doors located in the House of Spiders.
This is the time for the Back Doors movie.
I deemed that the two of you should be the ones most familiar with the structure and layout of the house. After all, you were the one monitoring the entirety of the five-pronged assault operation, and Center Number 4's familiarity does not bear repeating.
Do we go to the House of Spiders right away? HOSRA.
You have assisted enough. Perhaps you could help Faust. Sure.
Although not word for word.
Weird thing for Faust to say. What the hell? Sure.
Alright. Although not word for word, Faust relayed my intention to Hohenheim, who responded by shaking his head.
Faust being fucking moody.
I mean, she got called an idiot by the whole Gesellschaft. I think it's fair for her to be a bit moody.
Not immediately, no. There's one more member you should bring along.
One more member? Seeing me tilting my head, Hohenheim pushed up his glasses.
The apprentice who was captured alive in the House of Spiders. Kira. She has regained consciousness.
Man, that insurance must be real damn good after she got ripped in half.
Not insurance.
What a house.
Wasn't a single spider in there, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. The place Hohenheim led us to looked less like a recovery ward and more like an interrogation chamber. Though every single medical equipment installed around seemed to be state-of-the-art. Gotta get me ripped in half insurance. This place looks well equipped.
Probably a direct order from upper management. Although technologies to restore lost body parts are common enough in the city, a facility of this kind is required to preserve the original form of her lower body in the reconstruction process while keeping the cost reasonable.
Reasonable, huh? Do I want to ask how expensive the other options are if this counts as reasonable? A windowless room, thick with the sharp scent of medicine and chemicals. Kira was sitting on the bed at the center of the room, kicking her feet as she regarded us. For someone recovering from a bisection, she didn't look much different from how she appeared when I'd seen her through the Sinner's shared vision. She just got a few scars now, though. Yeah, just popsicle sticks.
I would be remiss to take Kira from you, so have fun.
Okay.
She was captured alive for the extraction of information, yes? How far along is the progress of the extraction? It hasn't yet begun, actually. We are waiting until the lines of information that warrant questioning can be isolated. So far, all available personnel have been fully engaged in analyzing the documents and items discovered in the House of Spiders.
Scars are hard, especially if they're used to cauterize. What's she even doing here?
There is work to be done, contingent upon information attainable only from a recent inhabitant of the House of Spiders. and following a discussion with the upper management, I have decided to put you to use as the company had originally intended.
No TV? No comic books? Just a super prickly glare and a cold shoulder whenever I ask for something to pass the time? Yeah, I would go insane if I was in that situation myself, Kira. And now you suddenly need my help, huh? Give me one reason I should cooperate. Onheim didn't so much as twitch an eyebrow at Kira's biting tone. He merely gave her a nod with a steely, imperturbable expression. Damn, they're really getting out the thesaurus for this one.
Imperturbable. Like, perturbed.
Mm.
I didn't ask for your help. Put you to use, I believe, is what I said.
Give them a yo-yo at least. Yeah, give her something to do. What is this, a mental hospital?
Your survival is not incidental. It is a result of a calculation. The company anticipates a potential profit by keeping you alive. Expected gain, as the term goes. Without such a forecast on the company's part, you would have already been disposed of. The upper management consists of people who would be disinclined to tolerate the daily maintenance and depreciation costs of this room, even at half their current numbers. Which brings us to our next point. Should you insist on maintaining this uncooperative attitude, the company may decide to convene a meeting to reassess your worth, or shall we say lack thereof, in its projected income statement. Well, suffice to say, such a reassessment would skew heavily against your favor. The outcome would be a recommendation for immediate disposal.
Hohenheim always had a way with words that could prickle and sting. But with Kira, it almost felt as if he traded the usual thorn off of a sharper knife, intent on twisting it right where it hurt. I'm dead meat as soon as my usefulness runs out anyway. It's not like you're gonna let me live. Not after I killed a bazillion of your guys.
So you anticipated some form of a corporate-level retaliatory response against your person. That is indeed a curious line of reasoning. Then I must tell you that, unlike your typical backstreet syndicate such as the Middle, corporate entities of the city tend to avoid choices that may incur losses.
Don't have enough bread to make a sandwich. Hohenheim to them, probably.
The value of the information that could be extracted from an apprentice of the Middle, and the combat prowess honed under the tutelage of a great brother of the Middle, these two considerations are likely what increased your value in the eyes of the company.
Man, I really want a sandwich now. Wonder if the hotel has... Well, I feel like most hotels have room service, right?
If you're willing to pay a fuckload of money for no reason.
That's true. I should just go to a nearby sandwich place when I get there. Huh. Y'all got zero self-respect, huh?
Sorry, I had water in my mouth. I was like, oh yeah, I should take my medication.
Oh, shoot.
You should consider yourself fortunate.
I imagine, depending on the type. It is a pretty big hotel chain. So. Huh? The heck are you on about?
Other companies would not solicit your cooperation by means of a verbal exchange. Your interrogator would simply open your cranium, harvest your brain, and extract any and all necessary information without going through intermediary steps such as this. Even without resorting to such methods, the range of available means to compel the disclosure of information is practically limitless. Truth serums, hypnotic suggestions, electrical shocks and stimulations, and, of course, procedures utilizing distortions and abnormalities. That being said, the LCE department prefers to distance itself from such uncivilized approaches that may entail complications and after effects. I do hope that we share a similar predilection.
You're so friggin' annoying, you know that, mister?
The feeling is entirely mutual.
Damn. Leaving the biting chill of his threats to sink in, Hohenheim turned towards the exit.
Give her some push and bring her along. I don't quite seem to be myself today. No, disregard that. That too was a rather foolish thing to say. I will defer this matter to you, manager. Work of this sort likely falls more within your capabilities than my own.
Bruh, too long, didn't read. And with that, Hohenheim stepped out of the room, leaving me to deal with Kira. His reaction was understandable. The LC had only just finished laying its dead researchers to rest. Kira was probably the last person that anyone would want to face right now, much less speak to. What should I even say to persuade her? I was still caught in thought when someone, quite unexpectedly, made her way to Kira. Yoshihide? Bruh, too long, didn't read. You. Heard you got stabbed in the back by Matthias. That's not true. Is the me in the story the clock guy? Yeah. Yeah, Dante. Hubba wasn't landing a fatal blow unless he cut through me too. That's why he did exactly that. To aim for the enemy's head. Besides, he made the right choice. A little sacrifice ain't a thing in a family.
Dante is really more of his own character than like a self-insert, technically, but I get what you mean.
Yeah. Family. Coming from him. A middle mutt thrown out of his kennel. Doesn't it sound ridiculous even to you? That's... thrown out? That fucker Matthias was a GB only by technicality. He fucked up badly.
Language?
Hey, she can curse.
In front of her daughter?
He was still family by name, but underneath it, everyone hoped he'd disappear quietly on his own. He was that family member nobody wanted around. Same treatment for me being his brat. Not surprising, it's the ST for the bowl cut too. Is her hair really a bowl cut? Same tastes? Oh, young Ryoshu, could it be that thou also dost harbor a passionate zeal for I quickly clasped a hand over Don Quixote's mouth as she smoothly chimed into the conversation. $5 into the swear jar. That swear jar's gonna get filled up a lot with Ryoshu around. That looks more like a bob than a bowl, I think. Yeah, same here. Yeah, because a bowl cut doesn't really look quite like that. So, what exactly is your point? The point is, you're taking too long. If you can't decide whether you want to live or die, I can shorten the hesitation. Like, even Ryoshu's hair looks more like a bowl cut to me than hers. CQ, or I'll SYNC right this instant. Slice your neck clean. What does that mean? Operate quietly. Oh, it's snap, sorry. Or I'll snap your neck completely right this instant. SYNC isn't such a bad way to go if you're keen on taking that loyalty act straight to the grave. This is so crappy. Whatever. I get it, okay? I'll talk if that's what you want so bad. That actually worked? Fixers who go out in a blaze of glory aren't Fixers who go out in a blaze of glory aren't actually the strong ones. It's the ones who survive. The ones who live to see another day and keep getting stronger. Anyway, Yoshihide, what's up with you talking in weird-ass abbreviations? Like SYNC? That's so random. Who even says that? Yoshi didn't bother to reply and simply chewed on the mouth end of her cigarette. But is this really the right call? To her, or probably people she needs to settle the score with. As if. Half her tattoos are gone, Clock. They even confiscated her book. I think the middle sorry excuse for loyalty means so much for this stray that she'd bite us. Besides... No. Better hear it from her instead.
Stray dogs mentioned?
Hey, tell me why Matthias kicked the bucket. That's 'cause... Well, 'cause Papa was weaker than y'all. Yeah, you're the jerk's brat, alright. Kira pushed herself up from the bed with a sour face, but at least she didn't argue back. And we called Hohenheim, who'd been waiting outside, back in.
I assume the prisoner was successfully persuaded. Come, you'll find your weapon on the table. You may use it in the event of in the event of an emergency.
What the hell? I can't even unsheath it!
You won't be able to use it without authorization. The code has been slightly adjusted. Now then, let us head to the House of Spiders at once. The back door is up and waiting for us.
We made our way to the House of Spiders, with Kira trailing behind us, looking like she was smelling something particularly fishy on us. Ishmael. She smelled Ishmael.
No, she's not here. Don't worry about her.
Okay.
Stevie, do you got anybody got a Rodion on your list?
Let's see.
Cause it ain't me. I'll tell you that for free.
Doesn't look like.
Yeah, you'd probably have to refresh a couple of times to see.
Do I need a... I forget. Do I need a...
No, you don't. You can just go... Yeah, you do that, and then go Rodion, and then close that, and then hit back. You can just go back into the menu, yeah. It's not looking good. I have Meersalt up, if you can't find a Rodion.
Oh,
there's one.
There you go.
There you go.
Alrighty.
And then, yeah, it was just like rank... Wait, is your Honglu actually leveled up?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, you're on the uptie, the base uptie art, so I couldn't
Yeah,
put
I don't have the shards.
Or the thread, God almighty. Unequip Soda right this instant.
Oh, right.
I don't care what you equip, just not Soda. Piece of shit, you go. What about Faust? You got Ring Faust?
I do, but she's not leveled up. I just got her. I have
well, if you're not gonna use Mouse, you can just put her in like the back for the event currency at the very least.
Okay. Yeah, because I literally just got Faust. I have not been good at gacha pulls for a damn long time.
I'd ask why you're pulling, but it's not like you've been grinding either.
Yeah. Oh, hi there, EO! Meow meow! Welcome, welcome!
But, it was fucking Blunt Gloom Lust, so...
Blunt Gloom Lust. Let's see.
Rio should probably be fine.
Okay.
Dawn as well. Index.
Let's see. Would you said Gloom Lust?
Yeah, and Blunt.
And Blunt. Like was this Blunt and Slash? No, it was just Blunt.
Yeah, you don't got the envy for her anyway.
That's true.
I mean, this is a filler fight. It's not a big deal. So I imagine by the time we get to like an actual fight, you'll have Mere Salt. Well, he won't be leveled. Never mind.
Is this blunt? Yeah, that is blunt.
Yeah, that works, I guess.
컨제스천 클리닝 아머 장비 장착까지 앞으로 1분.
H4와 8구의 안
지정 보호 구역에 소요 사태 확인.
Yeah, that works.
나를 점
떨림. 파시아도 기대되시니.
Yeah, that's fine. We got furry Rogia before we got Valencia Rogia. Yeah, I kept thinking we were gonna get Valencia Rogia and like, I don't know, Heathcliff Lucio, I guess. But doesn't look like we're getting that.
We will. Just not right now.
Only a few days had passed since our last visit, but the place looked markedly different from what we remembered. You say that, but it's gonna be like another fucking, like, Otis farm watch situation. Valencia's coming. Don't worry.
Well, we already know we're gonna get Otis, Middle Otis. That's pretty much already confirmed. They're all gonna get they're all gonna get IDs because we need to get the fucking
Otis.
cool like chair animation for all of them.
I believe. Let's go. Roja's an abusive mom. Yeah.
So far, both Yisag and Honglu got that cool like when you pull them the fucking like chair pose, the aura ass chair pose.
The sight of the hollow, frigid atmosphere and the endless stretch of corridors hadn't changed. It makes sense that we're getting Otis at the very least. I don't know if we'll get Valencia and Lucio though.
It would be ridiculous if we didn't. I don't see why none of these guys are gonna get omitted for no reason. I can't imagine they would.
I don't know, I feel like Lucio is like the least popular of the new characters.
No, that's Ren, and he got an ID anyway.
Wait, really? People? Well, I guess I remember
Yeah,
you were talking about how people will hate him.
Dude, he's chopped as fuck, and like we know so little about him, and the fucking Sinclair story barely gave us any more. Like,
But you had to know that Rian would be an ID because they wouldn't pass up on doing like a fucking Lolang ID.
No, not Rian, Ren.
Oh, Ren. Yeah, and we gotta have a Araya.
The only worthwhile lore tidbit we've gotten about Ren is from a fucking interview with Sinclair's voice actor. And I don't even know if that's real.
Damn. I wish Rodia was my abuse. But yeah, we're gonna get like a fucking, oh my god, what was her name? Something star ID for Ryoshu.
Probably. Alright, keep going.
But Callisto's so-called artworks were now covered in white sheets, and unfamiliar devices were affixed all around the back doors. Prithee, who might those people thither be? Yo, it's the Lethal Company guys. Looks like some shady bastards moved in already. Farmwatch ID any day now, chat. It's coming any day! Our guarded reaction prompted Hohenheim to step forward and gesture to one of the oddly dressed figures.
It seems introductions are in order for both sides.
Dang, I need to play Lethal soon. Yeah, new update. New crazy monsters to go up against, like the one that jumps in the trees.
This is team leader Alan from Wayfarer Company, who will be working with us on the investigation into the house's back doors.
Wayfarer Company?
A corporate entity partnered with Limbus Company, responsible for providing portal technology. It has, on prior occasion, been referred to as the new or aspirant W Core, though the name is an unofficial one.
But doesn't W Core have to like go under for that to happen? Are they gonna get sued?
They're going pretty bad right now.
I mean that's true, but they're still around. There hasn't been like a war over their.
Maybe okay. Let's keep going. You're thinking too much.
Do you want to be Alan?
I don't think you want to be Alan.
Okay.
Employees have also taken to calling you the new Elcor. Something we have in common, given that we're both chasing after the same horizon.
Okay, can you please do Ellen like a oh god, what do you call them?
I know what he looks like.
Like a weed head. Can you do his voice
That
like a
not-
weed head?
Is that not what I was doing?
Yeah, you were sounding like it at the start, but then you like got out of it, and I was like, I liked that. Please.
He's a little straight-laced, but...
Listen, he needs to have some kush to get a bit chill. Ah, I remember. That company vying to take W Core's place, right? Can't believe they added Sign of Roses as an enemy. The suit is only so they can stay baked all the time. Exactly. The same horizon. He's probably talking about getting recognized as a wing. After all, the old L Core has already fallen, while W Core, from what I've heard, is free-falling at this point.
And these are the manager and the sinners of the LCB department, our field operations unit, frequently deployed to deal with on-site matters firsthand.
My friends from high school would love that.
They have more personnel, but the rest are tied up with other duties elsewhere. Only a handful will be joining this investigation effort. I understand. Field operations units are almost always understaffed anyway. The support you provided is more than sufficient.
Oh my god, this dude. Wait.
Why does he look like Hopkins?
Yeah, I was supposed to be like, that's not the dude from the Lobotomy Corp.
He
What?
looks like Hopkins and, one half of the clown pair.
Oh
from Ruin
yeah. Yeah, I forgot what that guy's name was.
It's Emma and I forget the other guy's name.
Yeah. Was Emma the glasses guy?
No, Emma was not the glasses guy.
Oh,
Noah.
the Honolulu looking
Noah.
guy. Oh, that was it. Alan gave an understanding nod. The man slipped off his bulky helmet before extending his hand in greeting. Can you put the helmet back on?
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Name's Alan, leader of Door Breach Team 4.
Specky
Also,
nerd
okay,
boy.
so, fun fact, when this intervallo dropped, if you went back to the cutscene where you see Hanafuda and Alan in Kanto 8, for some reason, Alan got replaced by this Alan, presumably because they had the same file name.
Oh my god! Have they already patched it out?
Yes.
Damn it! Damn it!
I
I
have a
did-
screenshot.
Please. Okay, if I can handle. Got way too high once, now I need to be a little careful. I've never had any weed. I've had, well, actually no, that's a lie. I've had like... Oh my god! Hold on. Let me plop this in. Holy shit. Yep, that's Alan, alright.
I mean, it's fine. I just didn't think it'd be Chinese.
Amazing. That's Alan, alright. Likewise. Siri, play Wayward Romance. Before Foss could even relay my reciprocal greeting, words spilled out of Alan's mouth in a strangely uneven rhythm, as if my ticking didn't bother him at all, like he was sticking to a script he had rehearsed.
I've heard great things about you, Manager Dante of Limbus Company, and the bus team's performance. You capitalized on the suppression of distortions at T-Core as leverage to push your products, and the profits were nothing short of staggering, I heard.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be distortion resolving specialists to the public, but what's that product part about?
The manager says it was merely a matter of luck. They also look forward to working with you on this task.
If I had to listen to Dante's ticking all the time, I think I would go a little mad. Yeah, same here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you the interpreter? In that case, I'll be sure to consult the manager only when both of you are available. Sure. Fucking stop it.
Boston seemed particularly pleased with the role Ellen had pinned on her, but she nodded anyway. That's her new favorite word, sure. She quietly came to my side and answered my earlier question while Alan carried on with Hohenheim.
He is referring to the Monolith Sales Project. The credit was attributed to the LCB at the express request of Mr. Hubert, T-Corps executive director. Fucked up his name again, by the way.
What? Was his name spelled different?
His name was Hubert when TKT came out, and then when the intervallo came out, they were like, oh fuck, his name's meant to be Herbert. So they changed it to Herbert, and now it's Hubert again. I'm starting to think that this is on purpose.
he got two different names. He'll be a Herbert on some days and Hubert on other days. Oh, so that's how the rumors spread, huh?
He's transvowel. Sometimes he's E and sometimes he's O. I guess the R is there too. Oh, whatever. We've reviewed the agreements. Now, I understand you'll be assisting in verifying what lies beyond the back doors. I'd appreciate it if you could share any prior knowledge you have about where these back doors connect, as detailed as you can make them, if you don't mind.
Hobart. That's what's gonna happen when T-Court goes under. It's gonna become Hobart. Gotta get the money somehow. Hohenheim fixed Kira with a pointed look. Though Kira responded by defiantly cocking her head in a show of irritation, she still gave up a sliver of the information she had. Honestly, I got pretty much nothing if it's about Robo-Unk in his room. Fucking Robo-Unk. Backdoors? As in backrooms? Yeah, they should do a collab for the movie.
Also, I didn't see this until recently. Callisto was wearing high heels. You can see it in the fucking thing where he's choking Hohenheim.
Oh my god. He could choke me with his heels. I mean, I've seen Albina hit up that door and the other one over there when she was popping out of farm stuff, but... Out to farm stuff, sorry. Oh my god, I forgot they added a zoomer to this game. Oh, whoops.
Farm?
Oh, it's a gathering material. Fucking Unk over here.
I see. What kind of material?
She's aura farming, idiot. Human guts and all that. Just come back hauling piles of them. He's speaking it into existence, I bet. I've been speaking existence into a lot of stuff lately. Like the fucking Phasmophobia Alan Wake collab, like once I started getting attacked by the fucking poltergeist, I was like, Phasmophobia collab? And then it happened. So, they're probably connected to some back streets area.
Back streets. Any more details?
Can you stop prying? You're low-key pissing me off. Oh, I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen with this expression. What? That's literally all I've got, for real. For a moment, Alan leveled Kira with a stiff expression. I don't trust this guy. He looks like Hopkins. Even before I could register what had happened, Kira's head jerked to the side from a sudden punch by Alan. Damn! Ugh. I thought Kira was nimble enough to dodge a surprise attack easily, but this one seemed to have caught her completely off guard. She stood there blinking, eyes round in rude surprise. Actually, it wasn't that he caught her off guard. It was the motion of the punch itself that somehow fell off. The fist being raised, the arm being extended, the blow making contact. The chain of actions was there, but it just didn't look normal. Did you just hit me? Oh, what the hell's wrong with... As Kira reeled from the unexpected strike, Don Quixote spoke up in a cold, sharp tone. Is that a crop top under her huge jacket? Or is her shirt just weird? Yeah, I was thinking it was like probably something like a sports bra or something, yeah. Thou, what manner of discourtesy is this? I think it might be.
With all that whining, I thought the brat could use a lesson to remind her of her place.
Damn.
I had no intention of damaging your company asset, of course. I simply assumed the level of warning would not be inappropriate in this case.
Jeez.
Team leader Allen. That sort of conduct may not be an issue in your organization, but it is here.
Dude, does Wayfarer Court get into punch fights all the time?
Should it happen again, do understand that we may choose to terminate today's joint engagement without delay. My apologies. I will keep that in mind going forward.
I don't like this guy. Alan stood down without arguing back, but Kira looked far from satisfied with how Hohenheim handled the situation. He gets to sock me in the face and walk off scot-free? So freaking annoying. The entire business is just the employees getting into brawls with each other. The strongest one comes out to be the best employee that gets all the benefits. Fortunately enough, her grumbling didn't escalate into her lashing out at Alan.
That's the other corporation.
A punch just now, though. What was that?
It exhibited a behavior that defied the standard laws of physics. Presumably a form of technology utilized by that Wayfarer company.
That's one of the perks of the job, getting to fight your coworkers. Damn.
Let us resume the task at hand.
Just like Limbus Company. I would rather kill my customers than my coworkers myself, but that's just me. That's just what working in retail does to your head.
Hohenheim kind of stood on business for Kira, which is surprising, to be honest.
He's just, I don't know, he's just chill like that.
Senator Ryoshu, give Manager Allen whatever information you have.
That door should lead to one of the ring-protected turfs. The other two on the left, remember they were marked with an X painted with blood. Customers for sure, even though I never had a retail job before. Yeah, you learn the fear of God when you work in retail. But I, H, and I, where they actually lead. It's all blurry. He's just a chill guy that likes to hang out and goon it a little occasionally. No! Have no insight?
No idea.
Oh, no idea.
It seems it's all the information we can provide. Will that suffice? We now know that the doors likely connect to a perceivable area. It's already a big improvement in terms of intel for Wayfarer Company's backdoor mapping process.
Gotta relax somehow. Exactly. Gotta goon a little bit as a treat.
Which means there's less chance of us encountering a space beyond human perception past those doors. Alright then. I'll proceed with connection verification. Which door shall we test first? We'll start with the one Senator Ryoshu mentioned.
And don't trust me at all, huh? Then why even bring me along? Ignoring Kira's jab, Alan began setting up various devices on the door, and soon, an elegant white door opened before us.
Shall we? Shall we?
Art thou joining us as well, young Hohenheim?
Just this once. There are procedures for handing over field operations.
Okay, let's see what's in there. What the? Some kind of wildlife exhibit? The moment we stepped in, the lights hit us all at once, drawing squints and frowns from the sinners. Thanks to my lack of physical eyes, I could make out a room filled with statues or perhaps taxidermized animals. It felt like a gallery of sorts, but it was so quiet that the air itself seemed to carry a strange, somber weight. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, what the hell is this? After a moment, someone shattered the silence, but it wasn't Don Quixote, our usual suspect. Holy shit! The scale is just insane! That's the whale from 8 Association Great Lakes Special Issue! I had a feeling that was a whale. Kira, who'd seemed beaten down all along, exclaimed with a bit more energy in her voice. Man, seeing it in real life sure hits different. And the Indigo Elder solo one-shots these monsters with that harpoon of his, huh? We gotta kill the whale. It's a Great Lake whale. Doesn't look like the one we've encountered, though. A whale.
Organisms of various sources can be identified here. Singularity modified, outskirts born.
They look almost alive. They're not, right?
No. They are...
Not. Duh. The Robo-Unk did say that the ring has these zoos where they put monsters on display alive. Fucking Robo-Unk. Man, this would have been way more fun if we could see the moving ones. Everything here's dead. Still looks crazy sick though. The vibe really hits. Surprise fluorescence refight. Damn, that'd be crazy. Even though she was trying to play it cool, Kira kept sneaking glances at the massive horned display off to the side, clearly surprised in a way she couldn't hide. That said, I felt a distinct shortage of hyperactivity, given the presence of a certain someone in our party. Don Quixote? The Eye of the Second Kindred, of House Tepes. What is it doing here? Ayo, Remilia?
The fuck do you mean, House Tepes?
Yeah, that's like
Why is
Dracula.
Why is he here?
The mention of the word kindred, I couldn't help but follow Don Quixote's gaze. I want to go to a museum too. Was Dracula that one vampire guy from Arena? Or I forgot which guy that was.
That's Nosferatu. He's
That
a
was
fucking
Nosferatu.
bum.
Dream devouring slit current, but this time it has a gun. I do not want to refight Dream devouring slit current. I fucking hate that boss. Opposite the whale was another kind of exhibit. It contained items leaning on the more gruesome side of things, starting with a crimson eyeball that caught Don Quixote's attention, and body parts like hands and bones that looked as though they'd been stripped from the human body. It's a gallery.
Oh, Don, do you not like blood fiends being, like, hoisted up and used like an art piece? That's interesting. Hopefully that's not a problem later.
The School of Fulvism. Probably a main studio at that, which comes with a maestro's atelier and an auction house. If we do fight another whale, I'm gonna cackle.
Ellen,
Gotta kill the whale.
we will be making our exit shortly. Prepare to initiate lockdown sequence.
Before Hohenheim could even finish his urgent transmission, numerous footsteps closed in from somewhere nearby. The furries! Turning towards the sound of shoes clacking on the floor, we found strange figures wearing animal masks staring directly at us. That presence. It's kind of like Papa's. Hey, it's these guys. Oh, they got interesting designs. I really like the guy with the, the horns. That one looks really cool. Also, I just noticed my charger got unplugged. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I noticed my light wasn't purple. Ain't no way! That's not a raid boss we can clear at our level. We gotta get out of here! Purple.
It's not that simple. Retreating is not a viable solution here. This door is connected to the House of Spiders. Escaping without installing a security system will invite pursuit. We must stall them until Alan is ready to initiate the lockdown sequence.
Kira is gonna kill me, I swear. You can't handle her zoomer. As tension thickened, one of the strangers, who wore a peculiar bone mask, stepped forward. It almost looks like he's got like Tanzaku's on this, but I know that's not the case. More like glitch pattern shit. Looks really cool. The voice that spoke to us carried equal part curiosity and delight. Do you want me to be this guy, or do you want to be this guy?
I'm fine either way. Up to you. I can
Okay.
do it if you want.
I can do it. Does he got bird poop on here? What the fuck is that?
No.
You
Also,
can-
she.
Oh, she. Okay.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
failed.
I mean,
failed
fair
the
enough.
Project Moon.
There's nothing to work with.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
You came through that door.
Also, she's French, so.
Oh. Oh shit. You came through that door. Then the house fall. Wasn't just a baseless rumor. I can't do fucking French, dude.
I'll do it if you want.
I think she'd be extra fruity. Okay. A stray little spiderling fallen from her parents' web. How many years has it been? You. Who are you? Ah, right. It makes sense that you would fail to recognize me. I used to wear a different mask back when I used to visit as your tutor, didn't I? A wolf, if memory serves right. Yes, that must have been when I was quite captivated by the sensation of tearing into the raw, still thrashing flesh of living prey, and the predator's ferocious yet cavernously resonant howling. Rings a bell. You're that maestro whose whole lesson was a 3-hour sermon, praising the intensity of primary colors and the strength of living creatures. Benoit? Benoit? Was it? Louisois. She's interbred prey. No, she likes to get wild. And that's right. Is it just Emile?
I believe it's Amelia's.
Okay. Emile Benoit. And you say you can't hatch a phoenix from a chicken's egg. Doesn't always apply, I see. Looks like that mind of yours is still sly as a raven, unlike your nurse father's. Don't presume. It's a phoenix! Well, I remember you because the tactility? The tactility of hides and guts made for a passable AW. At first glance, it looked like Ryushi was casually taking a trip down memory lane with the maestro. But I had a feeling she was, in fact, dragging this out on purpose to buy us time. That lockdown sequence thing, how much longer till it's ready? Young Hohenheim! The lockdown sequence! A&W? Burger? Awesome cheese curds. Don Quixote, who had been shooting the ring members an incensed glare sparked by the discovery of a kindred's eye, swiftly relayed my words to Hohenheim, without even a hint of her earlier shenanigans.
I'm afraid the progress and the speed of the lockdown sequence lies in Alan's hands, not mine. It is, by its nature, a time-consuming work. We cannot expect haste.
Always in the mood for cheese curds. Cheese curds are so good, for real, for real. Eating cheese curds by the fistful. Need to get myself some cheese curds in a bit.
Perhaps that does make this a suitable juncture to trial Plan A.
Plan A?
Any suggestions that involve Don Quixote removing her shoes will not be dignified with a serious discussion.
No grippers out. Oh, whoops.
Instead...
Maybe what Hohenheim had in mind had nothing to do with Don Quixote's shoes, because he opened his mouth as though he was about to retort to Faust's categorical rejection. Treat yourself. The moment he followed Faust's eyes and saw what she was looking at, he quietly shut his mouth and said nothing further.
Faith in potentiality is not something I dislike.
I don't even want to imagine what Dawn's feet smell like. Yeah, she never takes off those shoes.
As for this, however, this seems more like grasping at straws.
Like, I don't think she takes them off even when she takes a bath. At the end of their gaze was Ryoshu's blade, Arayashiki. I was going to try using it anyway. I've long wanted to see if a maestro's death is any different. Moldy shoes. Telling him that we were just leaving won't work, will it? Dedicated to the drip. Gotta wear the Yeezys. 24/7.
No, it won't. Every individual present here would be quite the fascinating specimen to the artists of the ring. We are practically a windfall of inspiration and material that has so conveniently been delivered to them. Is it improbable that they will... Okay, they fucked that up. It is improbable that they will allow us to return unharmed.
Foss is right. She and Hohenheim are geniuses, and Ryoshu is the wielder of Arayashiki. Don Quixote is a kindred of a higher generation, and I happen to house a golden bow in my head. I have no idea how much information the ring has on us. But even if they knew nothing, they wouldn't let us go easily. Are you sure about this, Ryoshu? Doesn't matter if I'm SAT or not, Clock. Think of that woman as Lei Heng, and do as you did in HC's mansion. I'll take care of the rest. Right, that's probably our best shot. What Ryoshu meant was quite clear. Resonate with the golden bow, secure an advantage to fight on equal footing, then catch them off guard by slowing down the flow of time. A cut from the Arayashiki, even if it doesn't give us a real fighting chance, might at least stall the maestro long enough to give us the time to get away. This floor of the exhibit only houses submissions from students and docents. But if you look closely enough, there are some possible ones that stir the promise of excellence. And above all, this is the gallery of the School of Fauvism. And mine, the gallery of Émile Benoit. Which is why I would have preferred to take you out without an unnecessary fight if possible. A same. Still, We're talking about a unique relic here. A merciless one at that. Acquiring the Arayasuki makes it worth the cost. If you want a toast. Confusion flickered across Ryoshu's face as she tried to unsheath her blade. Araya won't let her. What's the matter? How? The lock the House of Spiders used to bind the Arayashiki no longer exists. So, why? The sword doesn't want to do it. Why can't I draw the blade? Now that's unexpected. So, the rumors of you mastering that relic, were they false? The maester only gave a loose swing of her arm, but it was enough to make Ryoshu recoil. A shadow of surprise crossed her face. Sword no wanna murder? I guess not. The wound looked like nothing more than a light gash, yet the maestro's contemplative gaze shifted between the blood on Ryoshu's arm and her own, as though the attack had been an experiment to prove a hypothesis. It wasn't hard to guess what she was thinking. Noticed, did you? I had my doubts from the moment I saw you today. Was the House of Spiders a success or a failure? Tell me, Yoshihide, what do you think a serpent's defining strength is? What are you on about now? Ask any student, and they'll give the same predictable answers. The deadly venom, the sleek scales, why, it's lamentably disappointing. Bean long. The maestro advanced towards us with an assured certainty, and seized a beige thread dangling from the ceiling. No, calling it a mere thread would be wrong. Or something that resembled a thread, yet felt much more disturbing. I, for one, have a particular liking for the jaw and the spine. The flexibility of the spine, linked with the chain, and the jaw, bound not by bone but by ligaments that allow the animal to swallow its prey whole. Perhaps I should have said that I admire their structural refinement. The thrice coiled ring on her ring finger gave off a cold glint, and the walls and the ceiling suddenly began to echo with the sickening squelch and crack of flesh and bones assembling. What the hell is that? She's into boar? I hope so. If it brings me to ask, what better way to claim this delivery of promising material with a single bite than a work of art fashioned from a snake? The maestro plunged her arm into the long serpentine body of a monster. Another vor dungeon? I hope so. Her sheer presence radiated a pressure as oppressive as that of the nurse father, only more primal and untempered. Consider it a privilege. This is the first time this piece has ever been exhibited to an outsider.
Hohenheim, is the lockdown sequence still not ready?
I'll truly never escape it. It's with us until the end of time.
1 minute to go. Step aside.
The attack from the ego gear Hohenheim hastily brandished didn't even last a moment. The weapon had knocked from his hand. As I scrambled to equip the sinners with their identities, something abruptly stopped the beast-like appendage midway through its hurtling motion. And the one who intercepted the blow... Shit! Was Kira, struggling to push back the serpentine arm with her still-sealed blades. Kira? Dual wield. Did she suddenly have a change of heart I wasn't aware of? Shit! This wasn't the plan at all! Obviously not. She couldn't have changed her mind that quickly. Because the look on her face couldn't be anything other than that of utter regret. The middle, For someone who doesn't seem to be a proper member, you've inked quite the quantity of tattoos onto yourself. You must be the new kit Matthias took in. Dual wield! Let's go! Why do you stand in my way? Fucked if I know! I'm already regretting it, alright? Damn it! They're defo gonna ditch me here. Why did I even... Must be instinct taking over. Couldn't fully shake off the opponent's killing intent, so the body chose to clash head on. Hello, Elio. Oh, hi there, Elimik. How's it going?
So the behavioral facet of the psyche can be controlled with suitable training. Unexpected data, but useful to be sure.
Shut it, mister! Quit yapping and let me use my blades!
Authorized and ready. Lifting locks now.
Oh, pretty well. We're gonna do a ranked grind on Street Fighter 6, so likely to change. Oh no. Well, I hope you do well in your ranked matches. Speaking of, I saw the screenshot of the change that they did for that one guy's story mode. That did not make it any better.
I don't hope you do well, unless I know who you play. Who do you play?
Yeah, who do you play in Street Fighter 6, Elmimic? Kira's thermal weapons emerged from their sheaths with a metallic clang. She used the recoil of the motion to skid back and assume a defensive stance. OMG! Cutie alert!
Oh. Alex, yeah, that's fine.
Oh no. Yeah, hi there, 4. I was not aware of this change. What happened? They changed like one line of dialogue to be like, he's like related to my uncle or something like that. I forget what they changed it to, but they changed it to be more vague, which did not help. I did not condone his actions outside the ring. Robo-Unk. I love Robo-Unk. Naturally, that broke Benoit's arm from the deadlock as well. The Maestro lashed out again with that monstrous limb, but... Huh? It is a foul injustice to strike against an unprepared opponent in a duel. Behold, for I shall allow thee a glimpse of the badass form that only the most renowned of fixers have displayed through the ages. I'm gonna take off my shoes. Seeing an opening, Don Quixote slammed into the air with her full might, knocking it off its trajectory. Deadlock? I kinda wanna stream Deadlock. I do have Deadlock.
No, you don't. No,
Why,
you don't.
Why not?
Because it's a MOBA. You're gonna get flamed.
Predictably, however, the sheer force of the Maestro's attack instantly reduced her to a red sludge of flesh and bone, sending her remains crashing into the door. Worse, you're gonna get addicted. Who's your main, you villain? I own Deadlock, but I haven't played it yet. But if I do, I want to main the little creature, the little EP creature, or the vampire lady that looks hot. Either one.
Ready to initiate lockdown sequence. I will seal the door immediately upon your exit.
Same, I haven't really played. Yeah, I've been waiting for someone to want to play it with me, but no one's wanted to play it with me.
Everyone to the door. Faust, retrieve the organic remnants of Sinner number 3.
For the record, Street Fighter 6 is the first mention of Alex and Patricia being Alabama. Tom was just his dad's friend before. Oh god. They really just did that. As Faust made her exit with what was once Don Quixote, the students of the ring surrounded Kira, bearing her way out. A hollow chuckle slipped out of her lips. Call it for real! This is exactly why I didn't want to get involved! You would. What's that mean? Taking Kira back with us would mean having a sizable force of the ring trail right behind her through the door. Oh, there's a Sancho mod for the vampire lady? I gotta play the vampire lady then. I like the design of the unicorn lady. I'll play with you. Oh, I haven't seen the unicorn lady. Let me look that up. Deadlock unicorn girl. Ooh. Ooh, I do like her design. Ooh, she looks very pretty. Well, her name's Celeste. I like that name. She looks cool. She's like starry themed. Okay, I gotta play as the unicorn lady. She looks very nice. Kira too seemed to have realized the risk that no one in their right mind would want to take. She lowered her head in defeat, as though she knew full well the fate that awaited her. Peak. Celeste is a mega cutie. I think she's a more recent addition and has a really strong accent. Ooh. Yeah, I will need to play some Deadlock then. I'm such a dumbass. What was I thinking diving in like that?
You, don't just stand there. Get over here now.
Huh? But these guys are gonna come flooding in if I... You, TTM, want to get cleaved in half again? You pin this on me later. You're gonna pay. Blocking the maester's arm by a hair as it came down on her again, Kira hurtled herself towards the door with every bit of strength she could muster. More than a few students rushed in through the doorway, chasing after the sinners who had gone in ahead, but...
1 second.
Oh. Ooh, another game I kind of really want to play. Like I don't know if I want to. I kind of want to stream it. I want to check out Warframe. Especially because like Kamada and everyone seems to be pretty into it. So I've been thinking about it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, welcome back.
Lockdown sequence complete. All backdoor links have been cut.
Fortunately, Alan managed to sever the connection between the two back doors before the maestro could cross over. Bowl cut. Think you can still use your arms. She really doesn't look like a bowl cut. I don't get it. I'm fine. So she says. Kara would be a strong enough addition to fight for us, but the ring members that have managed to cross formed a rather sizable force. I haven't played Warframe in a very long time, but the gameplay was very fun. Yeah, I heard Warframe's super fun. It's okay, Elio. You can say you saw all the robot butt and got interested. I did hear one of the people that worked on Warframe is a Final Fantasy XIV fan, and that one character is literally just Emmett Selk, but in Warframe, because they like Emmett Selk, and I do like Emmett Selk, so... Fighting them off with just the sinners I have at my side would not be the best course of action. Emmett Selk isn't my favorite, by the way. My favorite is Yotsuyu. I love a woman that can kick my ass. Like, at most a grown-out bowl cut. The robot butt was pretty nice. In that case... Guys, I assume you're all available right now? As soon as I call out to the sinners, their voices come through Hohenheim's radio one after another. Huh? I guess so?
Ready for your order, Executive Manager. I, Otis, am prepared to answer your call whenever and wherever.
Hang on. I just need to finish this bite. Everyone to me. I went a week without watching any Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, see you in a bit. I went a week without watching any Final Fantasy XIV, and I've completely forgotten the names of any characters. I might stream 14.
입감 양호합니다.
I just might. I might replace Limbus with 14. Good afternoon! Hi there, Danik! Welcome, welcome! Okay, I have no idea how this lady works. Does anyone know how Roja works? Otherwise, I'm just gonna send out whatever. Alright, he doesn't have a dodge. I have no idea. Alright, we'll just vibe. God, this Roja looks so good. I really want her. Damn, I thought for a second Yusong was actually gonna win that clash. Nope. I think you hit them and eventually she turns into a werewolf. Ah, okay. Have you dodge? Oh my god, Mearsalt, can you lock the fuck in? Mearsalt, stop jabbing. Or jobbing.
치명적인 한 방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지
Oh yeah, what does Kira's thing say? Sword's thermal wires are deactivated. Does she have anything new? Now she's on our team. Doesn't look like she's got anything new. Okay. Keep jobbing, Mearsalt. It's really funny. How dare. Okay, dodge that. And okay, Mearsalt, you can't job this time. Oh, now it's Yisong's turn to job. Oh my god! Every time I watch this game, it feels like a much more complicated version of a pillow fight with deadly pillows. The combat portion, I mean. Yeah, you could say that the human fights are just pillow fights.
Okay.
Welcome back. Everyone's been jobbing. These coin flips are killing me. It's so bad. Everyone keeps failing their coin flips.
관리자가 아니라 지휘관이었던 거 아니야? 너희 중에 부상 인원이 생긴 것 같은데?
공세에서 벗어날 수 있게 적의 주의를 분산시켜보죠.
Is there anything I need to know about this Roja?
I haven't really used her that much. Her counter's okay.
Okay.
하고들 시간이다. 잔무에.
Oh my god, Mearsalt didn't job for once. I've been watching too much Mirror Dungeon stuff. I keep forgetting that Sanity is a cruel mistress of a mechanic.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과
Me when I start at 0 Sanity.
적 방심해.
융단 폭격
God, I love
같았어.
this ID.
내가 있는 곳까지 흔들리던데.
네, 완벽한 돌입이었어요.
I start every morning at negative 45 Sanity. Me AF. I have no idea what's happening. I'm just enjoying the colors. It can be a bit overwhelming. Especially the human fights. It's like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, he didn't go to via melody this time.
No, he's malcooked, so they don't talk.
Oh, right. Yay! We did it! I thought you were obliged to take Doll Faust and Nurse Daddy Honglu together to get the best out of either of them. Yeah, I just don't have Faust leveled up yet. I literally just grabbed her yesterday.
It's only the first door, and the impediments are already beyond expected levels.
Yeah, she's like level 30 right now. So, it's not good to bring her in just yet. I swear, I thought that was it for me back there.
Events of this nature won't be frequent. We were merely beset by ill luck.
If you just listened to me and picked another door, we wouldn't have gotten cooked like that in the first place. Like, why even drag me into this if you weren't gonna trust me, weirdos? We would have opened them at all at the end of the day, SD. SD? What's that? Same difference. Again, why shorten it like that? Just say duh or something. Or just spell it out and say it was anticipated. You are like the worst person to be telling someone how to talk considering you're a Zoomer, Kira. That's W-A.
Good work, everyone. Wayfarer does have a team dedicated to this sort of task, but the mortality rate is quite high. Honestly, I was bracing myself for the worst.
Self-destruct. Oh, perhaps that as well.
The odds of completing the first door of an expedition without any casualties are under 15%. This, by all measures, counts as a flawless expedition.
Like, bruh, that's so not 6'7". Kira would say 6'7". Tapping away at his device, Alan addressed us with an amicable smile. He seemed totally different from the same man who had manhandled Kira with a fist to her face. Kira, 6'7". That's her ultimate. That's her S4. This Favis won't be able to cross over anymore with the door completely locked down, right?
That cannot be asserted with certainty.
Are you saying more might come? The corridors and back doors have always been the ring's turf clock. And those Favis beasts have endured as a long-standing faction within the ring.
If they've got that much history, they must know many back doors, both the origin and destination points.
Alan clarified what Ryoshi was hinting at.
Yes, compared to them, we lack sufficient knowledge of alternate routes, which makes it difficult to prevent infiltration. No need to concern yourselves over much. Even if that were the case, it is unlikely they would move on the House of Spiders so soon.
They could always rush for a surprise attack, though.
Even if that Falvist Maestro were to seem to lack... even that Falvist Maestro seemed to lack clear intel on the event that took place at the House of Spiders. If so, it follows that they will need time to assess and deliberate about the situation.
The situation?
The logical scope of their concerns will be identifying the organization that has secured the House of Spiders, the possibility of additional traps beyond the back doors, and the like. Once all backdoor-related procedures tied to the House of Spiders are completed, the resulting security framework should be able to preempt and block any infiltration attempts.
And this operation is more important than I thought. That aside, why couldn't I draw my blade? Is it the new scabbard's fault? Yeah, they didn't complete the poll yet on what to change the text to. So you can't draw it yet. Yoshi lifted the seat. Yeah, I know. I was just joking. Yoshi lifted the seat sword with an irritated frown. And that's when I felt a faint vibration. The blade was twitching ever so slightly. That quivering most faint! 'Twas seen by all indeed? Damn, I saw it too. Is it possessed or something? Looks like I wasn't the only one who saw the sword twitching as though it wasn't pleased at all with how Ryoshi was talking about the scabbard. Ryoshi's gaze lingered on the sword before slowly shifting towards the back doors. Could it be that seeing the scabbard brought back some memory of Araya? Ryoshi, do you... Is it an SS? A demon edge? An enchanted blade? Which is it?
Fucking torque.
It's probably neither of those. Nor is it a sentient sword. It could be that Pokemon.
This presents a fine opportunity to conduct another examination of the sword. Excuse us for a moment, Team Leader Allen. Please feel free to go ahead. The attack just now damaged some devices, so we're gonna have to perform some maintenance before continuing. There's plenty of other work for me to do while you're away, too.
Are we to return to the headquarters research facility then?
No, that won't be necessary. There is a facility here that should prove more than adequate.
Alright. On to the
Don't
next
start
one.
It's gonna start storming soon,
Oh.
so hopefully no problems there.
Yeah, well, I gotta go off in like 40 minutes anyway.
Okay.
So it's a lot longer than I thought it would be. Weinheim brought us to what looked like a research lab, lined with cables, rows of screens, and diagrams full of complex symbols and shapes. I didn't know there was a place like this in the House of Spiders.
This is a forward base constructed by Limbus Company following Operation Spiderpire. It did not exist prior to the house's fall. It is intended for additional backdoor investigation and research into irregular phenomena observed during the operation.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of electronics. Irregular phenomena?
An example. Research subjects such as a spatial analysis of the correlation between the emergence of Sinner number 11 sign and the manifestation of possible future.
Oh. Looking around, I spotted Sinclair and a group of researchers surrounding him. The same people who had dragged him off earlier. They were accompanied by a gaggle of sinners who had tagged along to either watch the show or kill some time while they took a breather after work.
Hohenheim, how long will the examination take?
Irregular is a relative concept for Faust. Oh, concept here, Faust.
With Sinclair's biometric assessment concluded, the analyzer device should be available for the relic now. Which means that it should be finished in an hour from now, at the latest.
The scabbard rattled again at the mention of an hour. I don't know why, or how, but the way it swayed almost felt like a child trembling.
It's moving again. Come along, Ryoshu. I expect you will want to witness the procedure.
Fine. Yosha and Hohenheim headed off to the side. The examination was probably gonna start immediately. Time to go get Sinclair then. Wait. I was making my way towards Sinclair, who was getting bombarded with questions, when an unexpected figure behind a pillar caught my eye. It was Vespa Crabro! Yeah, let's go Vespa! The big piece of paper covered in crooked handwriting taped on his back. Snack thief? Manager. Caught on snacks. Mr. Stringbean ate up all of them.
Sorry, but I think there's been some misunderstanding.
Fuck. Kick his ass. What did you do?
Not only is this matter not worth pointing fingers over, but Charon also shares some of the responsibility for leaving them out on the table unattended. Still, I would prefer you exercise more care next time, or you'll put me in a tough spot.
Don't make my daughter upset.
Understood. Charon.
Charon, super sulky mode engaged. Not talking for half a day.
Deploying super pass bitter candy.
Beep, beep. Mode disabled. Don't talk to me or my daughter and her candy ever again.
I'm not sure if this is an appropriate request, but may I remove the paper from my back now? It's a little inconvenient for me.
Charon forgives this time. Next time, no mercy.
Best make sure she doesn't listen to that radio channel again.
Virgilius looked on with an inscrutable expression as Charon peeled the snack thief sign off Vespa's back. So cute.
Make sure to remember this, so I don't have to think I'm burning through what little candy chance I have on such trivial nonsense.
Whoops.
Thank you.
Vespa gave a polite thanks, but he was already picking something off another plate and stuffing it into his mouth. Wait a minute! I was saving that for later! Why is Vespa eating everyone's food?
I assumed you were being picky.
Her? Roja? Being picky? I don't think you know her that well, Vespa. She'll eat anything. I mean, maybe not quite to the same level as Yi Song, but... Well, now you know! Yet I still see you gobbling up my share. Is this Gap Moe? Ugh, you took my snack too, Verge! Kick his ass! Him hungry.
Rodion Romanovich.
Is this our first time we've heard her last name?
So, I am aware that half of the total snack budget allocated to each sinner is being funneled into your snacking expenses. And now you're raiding the LCE supplies as well.
Is this the fabled legendary Gap Moe? I think it is. Chill! That's totes been agreed upon, okay? Besides, that's that, and this is this. Holy shit!
The snack
She
silence.
said the line! Say the line, Rodian! The lines on Virgilius's brow looked deeper than usual today. Hoping to help him out of this endless cycle of snack-related headaches and to satisfy my own nagging curiosity, I drew near our guide and broke his brooding silence with my TikToks. Tick-tock on the clock. Did we learn anything about Sinclair's sign?
Dante is inquiring about the outcome of the research on the sign.
Why?
I've heard from the researchers, but nothing of particular significance came out of it. Observation of the sign has so far been limited to 2 individuals, the manager and Sinclair. Due to the limited accessibility to the phenomenon, the only verifiable information has so far been its existence. Researching that which cannot be observed is bound to be difficult.
Boss has a point. Aside from Sinclair, none of the sinners can actually see the sign. And the same would go for the researchers. Even Sonia said only a select few people could perceive it.
If there were more individuals bearing signs, there would be a wider pool for a comparative analysis of statistical samples to narrow down the scope. However, records indicate that no suitable references exist. At present, the research effort is limited to reducing variables such as whether or not the irregular phenomena are tied to the location where the battle took place.
By individuals bearing signs, do you mean people like Demian and Sanson? Oh wait, then could those guys do what Sinclair did? Pull in some superpowered future self and just wreck everything? I think I'm missing details because I still haven't watched the Kanto 9 streams. Do you want like a summary or are you good? Even Sonia? Could step in and put an end to the subject before Rodia gets the blues. I don't think so. From what Ishmael and Faust reported back then. Alright. Sinclair from the future said each sign carries a different power, I think. Give me a summary. Don't worry about spoilers if necessary. Yeah, so the previous Kanto had a lot of aura forming moments. Like Sinclair activated his like sign and we got like a future version of him that like revealed that there's gonna be another smoke war in the future. And then Greggy also like, oh god, was that like that wasn't manifesting ego, that was a distortion, right?
Who, Gregor? Neither.
Yeah, Gregor.
Yeah, neither. That's just his thing.
That's just his thing, yeah. He went into like a super souped up like King of the Flies kind of thing, and he's still kind of having some difficulties as a result of that. And then Ryosu got a new sword that is her daughter, kind of. her daughter kind of.
Just the scabbard.
Yeah, the scabbard is her daughter. Her like daughter went through some shit, like she was stuffed into like oh god, what was that thing called? The safe that she was put in.
Just the safe.
A safe.
Time safe, I guess.
Yeah, time safe. She got put into like a time safe to keep her safe, but she actually wound up like aging rapidly and timey-wimey shit started happening with Araya. And now like, I guess Ryoshu doesn't remember Araya because like her sword like erases her memories when she uses it. And now Araya is in her sword sheath. Her sword sheath. Bleh. Apparent out of nowhere noises. Hi! Oh, hi there, Thunder Dude! Welcome! Maybe, you know, those layers of light rings Demian used to finish off Cromer, or Sanson dragging us into his story. Those could be it. Oh god, there's real time travel shit going on now. That don't seem plausible. So, none of that is information we can confirm yet. Yeah, because she could be like, baby Araya, granny Araya, teenage Araya. Did just a whole bunch of Arayas happen last Kanto.
Correct. As you have stated, any discussion of this subject would not venture beyond the realm of wild speculation. Nothing has been proven yet. Ergo, fear would be an unnecessary response at present.
Aria, that's the most important one.
This is, at best, grounded in supposition, but it would seem that the researchers are coaxing forth a hypothesis from the vestiges left in the wake of Sinclair's future self.
AI tech CEO Aria, we gotta kill that one. Gotta get her dead.
Oh, that bit about the sign maybe being some singularity or whatever, yeah? The precise position of the hypothesis was that the fundamental principles of the sign's working may be equivalent to those of singularities or relics. But as no actionable evidence was obtained from Sinclair, there is presently no means by which this hypothesis may be validated.
I swear to God, I hate it when multiple people come in the kitchen asking for the same thing for the same person, because I get confused as hell. Oh, did you make multiple things when they only needed one? I hate when that happens. I see. And nothing came out of them dragging Sinclair off for that research.
Oh, you also thought that I was being dragged off, but still let it happen anyway?
Yeah, oh no. Well, maybe you get to take some home now. No, I mean... I'm kidding. Just thought I'd try going along with the mood. The old Sinclair wouldn't have even thought to joke around like that. He's really changed lately. For the better, I think? So, did anything happen that we should worry about? Days without scarring my family by existence. 0. Biblical levels of greed. Oh, it all went to the same person. No. Oh, scare, not scar. Oh. I stuck close to him just in case. Nothing serious came up. What did you scare your family with? I'm not that bad. What did you do, Twy? Just took some blood, a small skin sample. Oh, and they were also checking if the sign reacts to electrical stimulation. You got shocked? Unlike popular belief. Are you sure? Yeah, and, I had to fill out some questionnaires, too. Things like, please describe what you remember from the battle exactly as it happened, or list the sensations you felt when you regained consciousness. I just came back home and scared my mother. What did you do?
And
your memories of that moment have yet to return. What, did you just coming into the house make her go, ah, it's Twy! Oh no! I could believe that. No, I don't know if they'll ever come back, actually. Boss said they only exist with my future self, so yes. I'd like to see the intervallo where they put Sinclair in the electric chair. Electric chair, electric chair, I'll give it to you. A brand new, shocking sensation. Wait, but for my future self to even have those memories, shouldn't I carry them in the first place? Which comes first? Well, walk up the stairs and she went, ah, it's Twy! I just wanted to say hello. You're too scary, Twy. A paradox, it would seem. In such a case...
That Sinclair is merely one branch among many possible futures.
Get it? 'Cause his ego?
if the future unfurls into boundless branches by means of ceaseless bifurcation, then the body of information that constitutes a certain future would scatter into grains more fleeting than dust, too diminished to ever reverse their course and trace their path back to the self that now exists.
Is that the theory suggested? The yapper!
Not a certainty, but a plausible interpretation.
I bet you've been waiting all day to use that one, Faust.
Here you go again. More of that nonsense only you lot understand.
What a joker.
Oi, memory or not, that future guy still came out of him, didn't he? And some part of them's gotta be left in there somewhere, yeah? Like muscle memory or whatever. Perhaps you can still pull some of those tricks from back then.
Tricks from back then?
You kicked off proper out there. Even pulled out that trick you picked up from that, blasted old geezer, right?
Not just that. He's using that Hmong technique quite effortlessly, too.
What? That glowing ring thing?
Yep, the glowing ring thing. He had two of them coiled around his weapon. I used the glowing ring thing? This is the first time I'm hearing anything about it. Alright, so what exactly is that glowing ring thing? Anyone? Maybe some technique that enhances physical capability?
Thank God this is being brought up. I get asked this question a lot.
Oh. I mean, I guess that flashy aura that makes you real tough's one part of it, but there's gotta be more, right?
Don't know. Could be a secret finger thing that passed down to the members. Technique, gear, something like that. Look at it. That Black County leader, that lay-hang prick, and the nurse fathers we fought. A whole lot of them's finger, ain't they?
The notion seems to unravel, for even among the LCD, there were those who came to wield it. A secret finger thing? Your sixth finger. I often forget the hilarious ranges of heights the sinners have. And Virgilius, too.
So what? Only the proper hard bastards can use it? Some posh top-end trick, is it?
Without anyone in particular prompting it, the sinners slowly turned their gaze toward Virgilius and Vespa. You're not stealing more snacks, are you?
I only learned to wield it from my team leader, too. I have a sensory understanding of Shin, but I can claim nothing too profound.
That's Kokoro, I think. I think that's the heart kanji.
However, what I can spare is some rumors, though they're all without proper sources.
Okay, Kenzo. Yes, I know it's a toe. Shut up. Rumors? Yeah, the sixth finger. You don't have 6 fingers? Yeah. Everyone's got 6 fingers, right?
They circulated among elite fixers and association leadership. That there exists a power called Shin, capable of enhancing the body without having to pay expensive upkeep costs.
Damn, Kippies is in Limbus. Okay, Stanford. A rumor among fixers, sayest thou? I guess Kokoro can mean more than heart. It could mean, like, soul, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Even the technique to manifest it, how-to tips, really. Spread through hearsay.
Oh yeah, that tracks. That super rookie column in the latest mag bonus vid? Bro is really popping off with it. Straight up aura farmed with a shiny mong wrapped around the weapon. God damn it, Kira. It must be that mine eyes are yet to be privy to seeing such a marvel in a video. Kira, don't scare me like that. I'd hope she has a soul. What about a heart? Wait, you serious? It's in the latest issue. Literally on the videotape in the back. Maybe you missed it? Wow, she really said aura farming. Why wouldn't she? She's a zoomer. Video tape? Alas, for many a week have I been stranded from Nephi, leaving me a chance to read not only the prior chronicle, but the latest one as well. Not as important. Hear that, kippies? You can be heartless. Woe is me. When I return, I shall feast through the night upon those noble exploits of adventuring fixers. I hope she never finds 4chan. Better not find Twitter.
As Don Quixote dramatically spiraled into a state of utter dejection, Otis cut into the conversation, her gaze narrowing with suspicion.
From what I recall, the Mantle of Shin grants its users a high degree of physical enhancement.
I think Kira should get an attack called Tung Tung Sahur, or whatever that zoomer thing is.
There's no such thing as reinforcement without supplies. No power of that magnitude comes without an equivalent cost to wield it.
I think Tung Tung Sahur is like a bat, right?
I don't know and I don't care.
She can dual wield the bats.
That power relies on emotion and will for manifestation. Its output is not consistent like prosthesis and augmentation.
What? You don't know Tung Tung Sahur? Tung Sahur?
And depending on how it is used, the consequence it demands can reach levels comparable to the ego you use.
Are you even saying real words? You mean to say that it exacts a toll upon the mind?
I can walk you through the fundamentals if you'd like. From what I observed, it appeared to be a technique reserved for those of considerable strength. At our current level, is it not unreasonable to assume that we can make use of it?
Yeah, this is Tung Sahur. No, he blends in very well as a Limbus character, I think. Look at this guy. Tung Sahur.
Regarding that, our team leader has been conducting intensive research.
Oh my god, it's this shit ass. Ah, yeah.
I'd be flattered.
That's Tung Sahur.
And according to her, physical strength itself has little bearing on one's ability to learn and wield Shin. As the Yellow Harpoon says, it is, in essence, a power that can be learned by almost anyone, provided they know the proper method of training.
You'll get put in this bag too. I have a friend who's like 36 and somehow always knows about the Zoomer shit. Stop that. Yeah, that's me. I mean, I'm not that old yet. Vespa's brows visibly twitched the moment Yellow Harpoon left Virgilius's lips. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's a big fan of his own title. The Yellow Harpoon. Well, it fits, I think. He's got those yellow stripes on his clothes. And he uses a harpoon, too. Can he argue with that?
If I were to exaggerate, even Sinner Yi Song's pre-contract self could manage to learn it.
Oh, hey there, Linux! Hello!
Why must this self of mine be chosen as the point of comparison?
Well, 'cause you're the wimpiest one here.
No, Sinclair is.
No, it's Yi-Song.
Don't let it get to you.
What is the brain rot doing here? With Tung Sahur? Yeah, he's here because Kira likes him. Kira is such a zoomer.
Even so, it would be a mistake to assume it's a power anyone can grasp with ease. As long as you are bound by contract as sinners, your ability to wield it will be severely limited. Unless you rely on particular identities or come upon an extraordinary circumstance. Shame that. Would have been useful.
Hey, then what about me? Can I learn it too? Kira, who had been fidgeting with her fingers, raised an arm and asked as though she couldn't hold the question back any longer. Come to think of it,
The middle nurse father didn't use any shin or mong.
Yeah, I don't know if we checked that. He has a passive as flavor text. It's like, I'm not using that shit. That's a crutch.
Damn.
Papa never taught me how to use it. He always said I could get stronger without a stupid crutch like that.
It wasn't just that he didn't teach you. He couldn't. He was a man who probably had never once reflected upon his own sins. A piece of trash like him would be incapable of even comprehending such a power in the first place.
Vespa's responses always come back dripping with venomous hatred whenever the conversation turns to the topic of the fingers. Kira must have noticed too, or perhaps she simply couldn't find the right words to push back. Either way, she held her tongue, her expression settling into a blend of frustration, something that looked a little too close to sadness. Why does Vespa have the Tokyo Revengers fit? Why not?
If you want to reduce it to a yes or no, then yes, you will be able to learn it with the odds in your favor.
Holy shit, that character's just you and your purple model. Oh, Kira? Am I a zoomer? I mean, I'm a zillennial.
That is, assuming that the company decides to tolerate your continued existence.
I already said I get it.
Oh, switch models? Okay. Let me switch over to my Kira model. Here we go. Yeah, I can kind of see the resemblance. Oh, wait. Oh, take that off. Take that off. Go back to Urple. There we go. I can kind of see it now, yeah.
As it stands, you're nothing more than a pending case of disposal, closer to a threat than you are to an ally, strictly speaking. Don't get comfortable because the manager and the sinners treat you with lenience. Step out of line, and you will be the one who pays the price.
Emo bun is the best bun.
There's nothing in what Virgilia said that I could argue with. Kira had been a member of the House of Spiders. She murdered scores of LCE researchers. And left us with plenty of memories we'd rather not revisit. For now, we're just working together. Not contesting that decision doesn't mean we have no hard feelings towards her. Leaving Kira alone with her thoughts, the sinners slipped back into their own business. Snacks, idle chatter, and conversations about whatever had happened around LCE.
The examination is concluded. Suppose it won't be an issue to let you hear the results together.
We can!
Oi. Alright, hold on.
Ashimata.
Aren't you like wrapping up after this node, probably?
Yes, I will be.
Yeah, the next one's pretty short, but fair enough. Do we want to try and do this on Saturday as well, tomorrow?
Well, we'll see.
Hmm.
Because you said you got stuff at JB that day.
Yeah, but that's at like 5-year time, and let's be honest, he's always late.
Before we knew it, Hohenheim and Ryoshi returned. Hangs on feet. Oi, get off of there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll end off here. Cause I gotta get ready. Hey, don't you sniffer! Don't you sniffer me. Yeah, I'm just gonna
For
get my
reference, this,
modules.
wait, no. Daily reset is in like 8 minutes.
Oh wait, hold on. Daily reset is in 8 minutes.
Don't do it
Alright,
now! Yeah, you're dead. Okay, I see.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, this is 12 nodes, I think, and this one's really short, so we're about halfway.
Okay. Okay, cool. $5 per sniff. Yeah, how dare you sniffle when my feet are out. Oi. Gotta make your voice further away when you're in feet mode.
Alright, but yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I gotta get ready to go to the hotel and stuff. I might go and watch a movie when I get to the hotel. I'll see if Mario is like, if there's a time like right around when I get situated. So I might stream a bit later today once I'm all situated at the hotel. But I will be streaming quite a bit for this weekend while I am at the hotel. And yeah, I gotta head on out and get all of my stream stuff into my bag. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye!